I am 90 years old. Over the last 6 decades, I have shared my home, my meals, my sleepless nights, and my lonely winters with more than 20 cats. Some stayed for only a few years. Some stayed long enough to grow old beside me. And today, when I watch young people laughing and posting sweet little pictures online of their cats sleeping on their chest, I see something much deeper than they realize. I see trust. I see fear. I see love so pure it can break your heart when it is gone. And I also see the same mistake I made when I was young, the mistake of believing cats are distant creatures who do not truly listen to us emotionally. I was wrong, terribly wrong. I learned that lesson too late, beside the body of a little gray cat named Oliver on a freezing November morning nearly 40 years ago. I still carry that guilt in my chest even now. You see, when a cat sleeps on your chest, they are not simply looking for warmth. Any blanket in the house can provide warmth. Any sofa cushion can provide comfort. No, my friend, they are listening to your heart, literally and emotionally. And I wish someone had explained this to me when I was a younger man too busy with work, bills, noise, and pride to notice what my cats were trying to tell me. Cats are creatures of vibration and rhythm. They feel things long before they understand them. Your heartbeat is one of the safest sounds your cat will ever know. It reminds them of being tiny kittens curled against their mother, listening to her breathing while the world outside still felt dangerous. That rhythm means survival to them. Safety, peace, home. When your cat curls onto your chest and slowly closes their eyes, they are putting themselves in the most vulnerable position possible. A sleeping cat is defenseless. Never forget that. In the wild, sleeping deeply in the wrong place can mean death. So when your cat chooses your chest, inches away from your heartbeat, they are saying something many humans spend their entire lives searching for. I trust you completely. But there is another truth hidden inside this behavior, one that still makes my old eyes wet when I think about it at night. Many years ago, I had a black and white cat named Daisy. She was stubborn, proud, and quiet. Not one of those cats that follows you everywhere. She kept her distance most days. Visitors used to say that cat barely likes anyone. But every night, around 2 in the morning, she would quietly climb onto my chest while I slept. I used to push her away because I thought she was bothering me. Sometimes I would groan and roll over. I was tired from factory work back then. I wanted uninterrupted sleep. What I did not know, what I could not see, was that Daisy only did this during the years when my wife was sick. Cats hear grief before humans admit it to themselves. I know that sounds strange, maybe even foolish, but after 90 years on this earth, I no longer care if people laugh at old truths. Cats notice our breathing patterns, our tension, our sadness, our silence. They know when a house feels heavy. They know when a heart feels lonely. Daisy slept on my chest because she could hear the ache inside me before I could speak it aloud. The night after my wife passed away, Daisy stayed there for almost 7 straight hours. She barely moved. Just listened to my heartbeat while tears rolled into her fur. That cat understood something sacred about pain. And here is the part young cat owners still do not understand. When a cat sleeps on your chest, they are not only comforting themselves. Sometimes they are trying to comfort you. I discovered this again years later with Oliver, the gray cat I mentioned earlier. He was old by then, very old. His whiskers had turned almost white. His back legs trembled when he jumped. Yet every evening he would climb onto my chest and purr so deeply I could feel it through my ribs. I thought he was becoming clingy with age. I thought he simply wanted extra heat because his body was weakening. But one evening, after a doctor's appointment I had kept secret from everyone, Oliver would not leave my chest at all. The doctor had found something wrong with my heart. Funny, isn't it? The cat seemed to know before anyone else did. That night, Oliver stared directly into my eyes with a look I still cannot explain. Not fear, not confusion, recognition, as if he understood my heart was struggling. Cats are incredibly sensitive to changes in heartbeat, breathing, body temperature, and emotional energy. Science can explain part of it, yes. Cats feel vibrations through their paws and whiskers. They hear subtle changes in rhythm humans ignore. But I believe there is something even deeper happening between a cat and the human they truly love. And love from a cat is not cheap. Dogs may give affection freely to almost anyone with a kind voice and a biscuit. But cats make you earn it slowly, piece by piece, day after day. They study you. They watch how you move through sadness. They remember whether you are gentle when nobody is watching. So when a cat presses their body against your chest and falls asleep listening to your heartbeat, you must understand what a sacred gift that really is. I once knew an old sailor down by the docks who told me something I never forgot. He said a cat can sleep anywhere in the world, but it chooses the place where it feels safest to die. At first I thought that sounded morbid, but as the years passed I understood his meaning. The chest is close to the heart, close to the face, close to your scent, your breathing, your soul. Your cat chooses that spot because in that moment they feel completely protected. And there is one painful truth most people only realize too late. One day your chest will feel strangely empty. One day you will wake up and there will be no soft weight pressing against you, no gentle purring vibrating through the blankets, no tiny paws kneading your shirt in the darkness. You will miss the inconvenience you once complained about. You will ache for the fur that used to stick to your clothes. I know because I have buried too many cats with my own trembling hands. Every single one took a piece of me with them. After Oliver died, I could not sleep properly for months. My chest felt cold at night, empty. I used to place my hand there out of habit, expecting to feel his warm little body curled against me. Nothing was there. That is when I finally understood what all those years on Earth had been trying to teach me. A cat sleeping on your chest is not a small thing. It is one of life's quiet miracles. A tiny creature placing absolute faith in the sound of your heart. So please, if your cat sleeps on your chest, do not push them away every time. Do not always reach for your phone instead of stroking their fur. One day you would give anything to hear that purr again. Sit still sometimes. Listen carefully. Their little body rises and falls with your breathing because, for that moment, the two of you are emotionally synchronized. That bond heals more than people realize. And if your cat suddenly starts sleeping on your chest more often than usual, pay attention. Sometimes cats become extra attached when they sense stress, illness, sadness, or change. They may stay closer because they know something feels wrong long before humans admit it aloud. Cats have a way of standing guard over broken hearts. At my age, there are not many things left I'm completely certain about. The world changes too fast for old men like me. But this I know with every fragile beat still left in my chest, a cat does not sleep on your heart unless you have become part of theirs. So tonight, when your cat climbs onto your chest, do not move too quickly. Let them listen. Let them feel your heartbeat. Because somewhere inside that tiny animal is a love quieter than words but deeper than most humans ever experience. And please, go hug your cat after this video ends. Hold them a little longer than usual. One day, memories will be all you have left. I do not have many years remaining now, and that is exactly why I tell these stories. The young always think there will be more time later. There is not always more time. If my old memories helped you today, stay with me. Leave a like, subscribe, and come sit beside this old man again sometime soon. There are still many truths about cats I need to tell you before my own heartbeat finally grows quiet.